Hello everybody, my name is Avyukt and today I am going to teach you the basic fundamentals of Scratch. So first, if you want to open Scratch, you have to type scratch.mit.edu and in the search engine. Next, you have to click enter. Over here you can see the Scratch site, and over here you have to sign in, then you can create a project. So first, if you want to create a project, click on create option beside the Scratch icon. After you click it, you need to wait some time and then you can see the Scratch home. So this is the Scratch home, and over here you can create your projects and save them. So first, let's see the parts in this Scratch editor, and in these parts you can make programs, add characters, add backdrops, add stages, and do a lot more other things. Yes, so first let's see the basic places in the Scratch editor. The first thing is the backdrop. The backdrop is nothing but a place which is behind this character, which is a cat. And now let's see another name for this cat. You can call this cat a sprite. A sprite is basically a character which you have to program to move it around and make games. First, let's see how we can delete this sprite or how you can view this sprites. So first, if you want to view these sprites, then you can just simply see them in this area, which is called the sprite list, and over here you can see all the sprites, and you can also see all the sprites on the stage. Now let's see how we can delete the sprite. If you want to delete the sprite, you simply have to click the delete option above the delete icon above the sprite on the sprite list. Or you can either just right click on the sprite and say delete. Right now I don't want to delete the sprite, then I can simply not click that button. Or if you want to duplicate it, you just simply have to right click and say duplicate. Now that I don't want another sprite, which is another cat, and its name is sprite 2. Now I don't want it, so I can now simply just click on the dustbin icon above, and then your sprite would be deleted. Now let's see the basic parts in this sprite. There are 3 major parts in the sprite. They are code, costumes, sounds, and those are the 3 ones. Now let's see the parts in these three places in the sprite. Now first let's see the code. The code is basically the script editor where you can make a script. And if you need to make scripts, you just simply have to drag things from this area, and this is called the block palette, and from here you have to drag a block to make a program and drop it in the script area. Now that you have added a block over here, you can just simply click it to see what it does. Don't panic if you just added the wrong block. you can simply drag it over and place it in the again in the block palette, or you can simply right click over it and say delete block. Now let's see the other part in the in the in the in the script area, script editor. The third part is the block menus. In the block menus, you can see the menus with blocks what the sprite is filled with. Now there are 9 block menus. The first one is motion, looks, sound, events, control, sensing, operators, variables, and my blocks. Now that you know the script area, we can see the costumes column. Now if you click the costumes column, you can come into the costume editor. And in the costume editor, there are 3 parts. Again, the first part is the toolbox, which is holding the tools and the color selector. And then the second part is the costume list, where you can see the both costumes of the sprite, which show that the sprite is running. Now just try quickly changing the sprite costume. Now that I've clicked the wrong button, I've come out of the whole thing. So you just need to be careful and not do the wrong thing. And if you want a new scratch project, you can simply click on the file option and you can say new. Now we are going back to the costumes and see the parts. Now that you know the 2 parts, which are costume list and the toolbox, there's a third part, which is the sprite costume. So this is the sprite costume list, and this is the sprite costume where you can see your sprite's costume. Next, there's a new update. There's a small icon in the corner. It says choose a costume. Now if you click this, then you can take a costume, or you can choose a costume, or you can paint a costume. You can take a surprise costume, upload a costume, or take a costume from the camera. Now let's see how you can add a sprite. Now if you want to add a sprite, you just simply have to click this choose a sprite icon below. Now that I've clicked it, I can see all the sprites in the scratch editor, because I'm in the all section. There are several other sections which are all animals, people, fantasy, dance, music, sports, food, fashion, and letters. Now if I'll choose a sprite from the all section, you can also see letters at the bottom of this all section. And then if I don't want to waste my time, and if it's urgent, I can simply search the sprite. I want a ball. I simply have to type ball, and then I can see the ball sprite in these given sprites. Now I'll take this tennis ball, or the beach ball. Now that I've clicked it, I can see a beach ball on the stage. Now I don't really need this beach ball, so I'll just simply click delete. Next, let's see how we can add sounds to this sprite. If you want a sound, you simply have to click the sounds option and choose a sound by clicking the icon below. Or you can play the sound which is already present inside the sprite. And now click play. You can hear a meow sound when you click it. You can also see some other parts over here. This is also like the toolbox, but you can add effects to this, like making it softer, or fading it out, or making it reverse. I'll try making it reverse. And now you can see the reverse of this. You can hear the reverse of this uh, cat sound, meow sound. Now, if you want to set it back, you can simply reverse it, and then your sound will be back. Now, I don't want this sound. So I'll just simply click the dustbin icon again, and boom, your sound has disappeared. Now let's see how you can how you can record your sound. If you want to record your sound, you simply have to hover your mouse pointer over this sound option, and then you can see 4 options, which are upload a sound, take a surprise sound, record a sound, or choose a sound. Now I want to record a sound which is hello. Now I click record, and then I can see the record sound editor where you can record your sound. This is the level where you can see your sound, and right now I haven't still started the sound. So if I want to do that, I can just simply click the record option below, and then I can record. Hello. Now I have a hello sound, and let's see after we play it. Now you can also edit your sound by just dragging this 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 thing and placing it where you want the sound to end or start. And now let's see, it sounds a bit more different. And now let's see how this sounds. Right now I want it to be normal, so I can simply do this. Say hello. Now we can save our sound, and then you can see your sound level over here. Then we can also make it louder or make it softer. We can also reverse it, which says something else. And then we are going to, we can also change this sound's name by just editing the sound name above. Just delete it, and I want it to say hello. Now we'll go back to our code by just clicking the code section, code column. Now that I've come back to my code, I'll teach you some things about these menus. So we'll start with the motion, and then we'll go to the looks, and then to the sound. First, we'll go to the motion menu by clicking it and looking at the blocks given here. You can tell that this menu is to make the sprite move. So first, if I want this sprite to move ahead, I can simply just drag this move 10 steps option and place it in the script area. Now I'll just, if I want to increase the size of this block, then you can click the magnified glass option over here with a plus sign over it. Now after I click it, my block gets bigger in size. Now I want to change the number inside this block. I want it to be 20 steps. So I can simply click on the 10 uh, 10 steps and then I can edit it. I want it to be 20 steps. And now let's see what happens if I click this. If I click this, then the sprite would move 20 steps ahead, means 20 pixels ahead. Now let's just click this and check it out. Now our sprite has moved ahead 20 pixels, and if you wanted to make it come back, you can simply change the move 20 steps to move minus 20 steps, and then it will come back to the middle. Now let's check the other block. The other block is turn 15 degrees block. So first we'll see what the turn 15 degrees block does. The turn 15 degrees block makes the sprite turn 15 degrees anti-clockwise. I mean clockwise. Now we'll just drag this block and place it. Let's check it out how it is. Click it. And look, our sprite has turned 15 degrees to the right. And we'll just simply delete this block once again. Or we need this block to do some more investigation. So if you want this block, if you want the sprite to go left, you can either simply type minus 15, or you can drag this block which says turn 15 degrees to the left. Now let's just check it out. These both don't make any have no difference. Example, now if I click this, then the sprite will turn to the left, and then if I click this block which is turn 15 degrees to the left, it will turn 15 degrees. You can also make this right by doing minus 15. Now that you know these basic blocks, I can tell you the simple definition of the motion menu, which is that the motion menu is mostly used to make the sprite move here and there, or go to somewhere in 1 second, or doing some else action. Now we'll check out the looks. I can also tell you the a brief fact about the looks menu. In the looks menu, you can simply change the looks of the sprite by saying hello, or changing the costume to the next costume, or you can also tell it to change the costume to a particular one, just like this block. This block tells it to change the costume to the costume 2. Now let's check out the costume 2 inside this sprite by going to the costumes. So over here you can see the cat, and you can see the normal cat, and then you can see the running cat in the second costume. And right now I don't want this to be costume 2. I want this name to be Run. I want this name to be Run, and this costume's name to be Simple. And then we'll go back to our code, and then as you change the costume name over here, the costume name changes over here as well. Now that I've clicked this block, the sprite has changed its costume to the second costume. Now if you wanted to come back to the normal costume, you can simply click the arrow button over here, and then you can select Simple. Now you can click on the block and the sprite to come back to the normal position. Next, let's delete the block and drag the next block, which is next costume. The next costume block, what it does is it changes the costume to the next one. If there aren't any more costumes, it will start all over again. So let's check it. If I click this block once, then it will change. Right now I want to make it look like it's running. So I'll simply just click on this many times and then it appears that it's running. Now that we have learned about the looks and motion, we can add something to the next costume. We'll go back to our motion and drag this move 10 steps block and place it above the next costume. We also have another block in to, to keep from the motion, which is the if on edge bounce. This makes the sprite bounce on the edge if it touches it. Now we'll just drag this block, place it under the next costume. Now let's just keep on clicking on this script, the simple a simple script, and then you just keep on clicking on it, and when it touches the edge, it bounces. Like right now, my sprite has bounced over the edge. Now we'll just simply delete this script, and then we'll go to the next menu, which is the sound menu. When you click it, you can see the blocks in the sound menu, and the sound menu is used to play sounds or stop sounds. It's all about sound. You can change the volume, you can set the volume to a particular one, or you can do anything with the sounds related to the sound. Now I've recorded a sound. As you know, I've recorded a sound saying hello. Now we'll go back to the code, and over here you can see play sound hello until done block. This says that the sprite should say hello, means it should not say hello, but it should say the recording, which I've named like hello. Now we'll click it. Now I can hear my recording. Next, next we can say start sound hello. Let's see what happens. It starts the sound and it ends it. And then yeah. Thank you for watching my video and see you till the next time.